In this video, we will review the best dividend stocks that have the potential to pay you $1,000 a month. Because it's passive income, you don't have to do anything to earn this money. It's hard to imagine how much better life would be if you had an extra $1,000 per month that you could use to pay off your debt, or if you could afford to go on vacation several times a year because your dividend stocks covered the costs. Here are some ideas for dividend-paying stocks that you could now own. You can go from receiving no income to receiving $1,000 in dividends each month. After that, we'll go into detail about the approach to take. Before we get into it, I'd like to clarify what dividend stocks are. You're simply investing in a business that gives you an annual dividend. In other words, if you invest in one share of a company, and the dividend yield is 4%, you'll get back 4% of your initial investment per year. Therefore, this dividend payout amounts to nothing more than free cash. That's great. In this video, we'll go through some dividend stocks with good dividend payouts and explain what they are. So, the first dividend stock is Coca-Cola, and it's one of the investors' favorites. Warren Buffett, arguably the most significant investor of all time, has Coca-Cola stock in his portfolio. This corporation has been increasing dividends for 59 straight years. Coca-Cola now distributes nearly a 3% dividend. The firm has seen significant progress, increasing its market capitalization by 22% in the last 5 years. The stock has been remarkably consistent. Because Coca-Cola controls so much of the beverage market, you can feel comfortable investing in this business. You can put a little money into this fund every month as it's an excellent investment. Enbridge is the next dividend stock to consider owning, and it concentrates on the transportation of crude oil and liquid hydrocarbons. These are resources that the world will always require. This is a great firm to own for the long term for dividend-seeking investors. The best thing is that it has paid almost a 7% dividend for over 66 years. In addition, the company's dividends are being increased over time. So you should investigate it more. Consider bank stocks as the next assets to include in your portfolio. Canadian banks are solid bets that consistently produce excellent dividends year after year. Bank of Montreal, Toronto Dominion Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, Bank of Nova Scotia, and the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce are great dividend stocks. Investors in the United States invest in Canadian banks because of their profitability. They've been paying dividends for more than a century now. The dividends are between 3% and 5% annually. For this reason, Canadian bank stocks are a good investment for the long term. Using commission-free brokers is the best method for buying dividend stocks, because some commission-free brokers have the opportunity to drip, which implies that you get it invested back into the stock anytime you receive a dividend payment, instead of accepting that money in cash. I have a free brokerage option with a drip for you. I included a link to it in the video's description. Just click on the link that says "Free Stock" in the description, and you'll be able to establish an account. On top of that, you'll get free stock, worth up to $165 at the time of this recording, as part of the deal. After you've registered an account, you'll be able to look up any stock you're interested in purchasing. For example, you can search for Coca-Cola, and then click Purchase, and you may buy the stock, and become a mini owner of Coca-Cola. I'm sure this video will be helpful to a large number of people who are just getting started and are looking for someone to assist them through the process, step by step. Let's assume you've decided on the dividend stocks you want to invest in, or perhaps you already have some in mind, but you still don't know exactly how you'll be able to earn $1,000 a month from dividends. Right now, we're going to go through it. It's always best to set the bar high, so here we go. If you want to earn $1,000 a month in dividends, you'll need to invest roughly $250,000. Don't worry. I have a plan to work up to that amount of money. I have a strategy you can follow to make it all work out. This approach will get you to your goal of $250,000 in the most efficient manner possible. In the first stage, you'll need to set aside a certain amount of money each month, and you'll invest that money in dividend stocks. I have no idea how much money you should put aside, that's all up to you. According to my estimation, most people can save somewhere between $50 and $300 every month. Having said that, if you're able to raise more money, it's even better since it would expedite your progress. The most important aspect of this is that you must be consistent. So, if you want to invest $200 a month in dividend-paying companies, you must adhere to your strategy. It would be best if you didn't skip a month during the year. Reinvesting every dividend payout is the next stage. It's critical to do it early on. You're repaid in company shares with the DRIP, which implies that your dividends will be automatically reinvested in the stock. However, if you don't have DRIP activated, it's okay, you can just manually put that money back into the stock. Because everything will be reinvested, you won't initially have any cash payouts. For example, if you invested $2,000 in CocaCola, you would get an annual dividend payment of $130, but that money would be reinvested in Coca-Cola shares. Investing in a solid firm comes with the added benefit of earning a profit and seeing your stock value rise over time. At this point, you can see that your investment is growing at a steady rate. It will take some time to go from $0 to $1,000 in dividends. So, instead of stressing about it, concentrate on getting from 0 to 100, then 100 to 200. As a result, you're making progress at a more leisurely pace. When initially starting, investing in dividend stocks will take a while to get to a payout of $100 a month. But once you do, I can assure you that it's worth it, since having an extra $100 a month in passive income may go a long way. It makes no difference how much money you have to invest. Just make sure you start investing, because you'll be thankful when you start earning passive income, and can start paying off your debts and other bills in the future. Lastly, here's a tip for you to use. With a desire to reach $250,000 in dividend stocks, why not create a company, or some other side hustle, that generates you money, and then put that money back into your dividend stocks? You may be asking yourself, what kind of side job or business should I start? I will put a link in the description to one of my other videos about side hustles that can generate up to $10,000 a month. Hopefully, you have found some value in this video, and it will help you along the way to financial success. Please share this video with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.